spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Falcon first down.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Ryan. An interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
4-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and
Cousins now on second down. The carry here, it's complete. He will take him down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
first and 10 at the
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Nice pickup.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. First down throw for Cousins. He's caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Falcons nothing.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the lonely way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scooping score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Here's Smith to return it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner.
You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together.
That's all you can do.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Touchdown, Falcons! Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talking about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this
gains to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard lines.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you started the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
10 at the 43-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Falcons 7.
Now to throw on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons 31. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they got the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Ryan. Caught by Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Escaping and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That will be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback, instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown! Vikings!
really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So first and 10 now from the 30. His second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Falcons 14. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. Brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit. What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
First and 10, Cousins. There's one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for the Falcons.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. third down. Cousins. Pressure ball in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 56 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it's going to be second down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. Who's trying to get it to Ridley? Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 2, Cousins. It's the right side here, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins to throw it. And 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. Pass at the tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it third down.
That's a gain of 3. Now third.
Cousins from the gun on third. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
At the 17-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards left on second down. They run it again with Cook. He's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run for it with Cook. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Dan Bailey.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this loop? With a good week of practice.
Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
This has been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him.
Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 42. Falcons 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touch. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
It's Ryan. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball at a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
brought him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now here's another interception. The rookie Jeff Wilby picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The first run for the back out the door. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buchanan gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. David Hurst. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McCoo now for the point after.
For the point after.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Falcons 21. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here? And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins. The kick there, it's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Cousins. Down open man, finding Jefferson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Cousins finding the rookie Jefferson for a Viking 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Abdullah, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
9-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing here, Cousins. Right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point try by Bailey.
Point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Vikings 49, Falcons 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A gain of 6 yards.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 25. He's into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cousins here to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he was inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down throw for Cousins. Puts it to a goal. The Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 at the 11-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, but there's a penalty flag down. Too excited to get the football touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Falcons.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep running.
They will gratefully accept that, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Minnesota, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.